If you're a realtor or a mortgage professional who is looking to expand on your current content marketing strategy, or if you want to get started with content marketing in 2020, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to take a look at content marketing for realtors or mortgage professionals in 2020. So let's get started. Hi and welcome back to the Unbound Creative Agency channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoke. I am the founder of Unbound, and at Unbound we have a team of expert YouTube marketers and creatives that can help you launch and scale on YouTube as a realtor so that you can build a sustainable way to generate leads and really grow your business. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updates on future videos. We release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And then without further ado, let's get started. So in this video, we're going to be talking about content marketing for realtors and what you should take into account, a couple of things that you should think about, and how you can better plan for your success. All right, so the first thing you have to think about is who is my ideal target? And sort of hand in hand with that is, what is my main goal for my content marketing, right? So if your goal is to attract new agents to your EXP downline, then your target would be real estate agents that are not yet at EXP. If you are looking to attract more clients and you happen to specialize in people moving from out of state who happen to also really be into real estate investing, then that would be your target at the same time. So become very, very clear on your goal and your target before you go into the next steps of planning your content marketing strategy. Step number 2 is, based on that initial goal and target audience, you have to figure out where these people are hanging out. So with hanging out, I mean, of course, where are these people hanging out online? For certain target audiences, it will be more appropriate to do YouTube, Pinterest, and blogging than it would podcasting and using social media. Often we see, when you're trying to attract buyers, Pinterest is a good idea, blogs are a good idea, because with blogs you can use keywords where then if someone were to search on Google for a specific topic related to your city or your market, your blog would pop up in the search results. YouTube is a good idea for that purpose as well. Whereas maybe people who are more into niche subjects around real estate investing, building a downline at EXP, etc., maybe being invited on other people's podcasts might be a better idea. Maybe Pinterest doesn't really work for you then. So you really have to become clear on who am I trying to reach, and then figuring out where these people hang out. It's great nowadays where people are like, you have to be doing everything. There's so many platforms out there, you have to be doing everything. I don't agree with that. I don't think you should be doing everything. Even if you're doing social media, it's better to stick to one platform and really rock that platform than to try and be present everywhere and then not really succeeding at it. So make sure you don't spread yourself too thin when coming up with where you want to be active, but also really think about, how am I going to be consistent? If we're looking at building a YouTube channel, for example, it's really, really important that you stay consistent, that you upload on, if you say once a week, like every week it's going to be the same day and the same time that you upload. If you're doing social media, making sure that you don't upload 10 posts one week and then nothing for 3 weeks. If you're going to be doing podcasting, make sure it's a recurring thing as well. Pinterest, everything comes down to consistency with content marketing, because it is organic. It's not something that you pay for, isn't necessarily the right term, because you might be paying an agency to help you out with that, but you don't pay the platforms to host your content. So you need to train that algorithm that you're going to be consistent, so that they're going to naturally push your content to the right people. So figure out beforehand how much time you have. In that time frame, how much content can you make? Then take it from there. And I would always advise people, it's better to start off with 1 video a week and 2 podcasts a month and a blog a month, for example, and then build on that once you get used to it, then to start off with, I'm going to do 12 videos a month, I'm going to do a weekly podcast, I'm going to do 2 blogs a week, because it is a lot of work to create content or quality content, and it would be a shame that you start off really strong and then you fall behind. So I guess based on all of that, the 4th tip would be to create a plan that actually works for you. Forget about being present everywhere all the time. Most ideal situation, yes, that's what we want. But very few people can pull that off unless you have an immense team helping you out. That's a really difficult thing to do. So create a plan that actually works for you. How can you be consistent? How many platforms do you really have to be active on? How much content do you really need to create? And make sure that that fits your schedule and also your personality. Don't force yourself to create YouTube videos if you're really more of a writer. Maybe find someone else on your team who can shoot the videos. Or maybe just stick to writing and to social media, depending on your target, of course. But find something that works for you so that you can find some joy in it and that you can be consistent with it as well. Then something else to consider is, should you outsource your content marketing? Should you hire freelancers? Should you hire an agency? Now, I've done a completely separate video on outsourcing your marketing as a realtor, and we're gonna link that somewhere up here and also in the description. Let's briefly touch upon that. So your main way of making money as a realtor isn't necessarily by you creating content. In the long term, it can generate a lot of leads, etc. But there still needs to be someone handling the contracts, closing the deals, and actually making sure that the money comes in. So you are not a content creator. As a realtor, you're not a content creator. Make sure that you don't spend the majority of your time on content creation. It should be a very refined process of maybe 1 day a month, 1 day and a half a month to create all of your content for that month, or even maybe a trimester. So you have to consider, would this be the time where maybe I hire a freelancer who can handle my social media management? Maybe I should hire an agency who can help me with growth on YouTube, or can write my blogs or do my Pinterest marketing for me. You have to consider how much your time is worth. Because of course, if you're first starting out and you're like, well, I don't actually have the money to outsource, you're gonna have to do it yourself. But if you're a little bit further along in your business and you have some cash flow, outsourcing your content marketing is one of the first things that I would recommend. Simply because you don't want to be spending that time yourself when you can pay someone else to do it, and you would pay them less than what you would be able to make in that time frame, basically. So that is definitely something moving forward in 2020 when you're thinking up your strategy, that I would consider it. And as I said, there's a full video on this. I'm not going to elaborate too much on it in this video, but make sure that you check out that video as well. And then in the meantime, make sure that you check the videos over here if you want to know how our team can help you launch and scale on YouTube. There's a link in the description where you can book a free discovery call. And then I'll see you next time.